G'day, Jim Hunwell here from Fishing World Magazine. We're up at Coffs Harbour. We're going to do a bit of beach driving with our test Land Rover HSE TDV6. This is the top of the line Land Rover Discovery, and it's got a lot of features that make it a really good off-road vehicle for keen fishers who like to get out in the wild. One of the great things about this car is it's got various selections that you can choose for different driving conditions. One of them is a beach driving selection. So that sort of takes a bit of the guesswork out of how to drive on a beach. That said, beach driving is something that you probably shouldn't do if you're not really sure about it. This beach here is hard and flat, so it doesn't present any particular problems. Getting bogged as the tide's rising is not a real good look. So you want to make sure you know what you're doing. In soft sand, what we do is deflate the tyres to give more area so that the car can ride over the softer sand. So let's hop in and have a bit of a spin. Like I was saying, this vehicle's got different modes for driving. If you look at this knob here, this is how you control it. This one down here is just for your normal driving. And you turn it and you've got one that covers sand. Another one that covers mud ruts. And this one here is for sand. And the final one is what's called rock crawl. It's pretty high-tech sort of stuff. And it can really help you out in these sort of circumstances where you might be in some pretty rugged terrain. That said though, you've really got to sort of know what you're doing. You can't just rely on the car to get you out of these sort of trouble. So it's a handy thing to have, but if you're going to do any really serious off-roading, you're better off doing a course or getting a lot of experience in it. The other interesting thing about this particular vehicle is it's actually got air suspension, so you can lower or raise the car just with a simple flick of this switch. And this one here rises it up, just so if you're going over really rugged terrain with rocks and boulders, and then you can push it back down again. So it's quite a handy thing. And this one here is your high and low range. So that's your high range just for normal driving, and you can switch it down into low for off-road work. Pretty innovative technology. That's a far cry from your old four-wheel drive, which just had standard high and low range. But you pay for this sort of thing. This is a top-of-the-range car, and you're probably looking around 80 grand to get one. Driving on the beach is a great way to reach gutters and fishing spots that you couldn't really get to otherwise. So being able to drive on a beach, having the right vehicle to do so, is something that a lot of fishermen really need to look at if they're keen on their beach fishing. One of the things though with beach driving is that it's limited where you can do it. We're up here on the north coast of New South Wales, and beaches are open, but down further south a lot of beaches aren't open for beach driving. And up in Queensland as well, Fraser Island, those sort of places are well known as beach driving areas. There's a few things you need to think about with safety on the beach too. You've got to realise that other people like surfers or swimmers or just people having a sunbake are there, so you should keep within very reasonable speeds. This particular beach here is a 50-kilometre limit, and you've got to slow down when you see other people. So it's not something you just get out there and roar around like a maniac. You've got to be careful, consider other people, and be also careful not to destroy any of the dunes or the foreshore of the beaches. Stay in the hard intertidal area. Be careful, watch for your tides. I mean, you don't want to go to an area at a low tide and then find out when you're coming back that the high tide makes it impassable. So there's all those sort of things to consider. Fishing World would strongly urge people who haven't got much experience in beach driving to maybe do a course, or at least get some sort of advice before they hit the beaches in their new four-wheel drive. You've got to remember that this is the salty water. Getting your car all covered in salty spray and sand and things like that's probably not real great for the car. So beach driving is something you need to look at and assess, do you really need to do it? Do you know how to do it and why you're doing it. It's probably not a good idea just to go roaring around on a beach just for a lark. But if you're a keen beach fisherman and you want to get to some remote gutters where no other people are, then yeah, it's a great thing to do.